Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my July favorites. I'm going to show you a few things, mostly makeup, one skincare item I have in front of me, and let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is this product right here. This is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I use this for foundation. I used to like a more full coverage look. Now I'm cutting it back a bit, and I like a more natural finish. This is great. Like it says, it's a tinted hydrating gel cream, so it's basically a tinted moisturizer. You're not gonna get full coverage with this, but that's not the goal here, at least for me. At one point, I was the full coverage queen. I was trying to hide a lot of acne scars and discoloration and things like that. And thankfully, that has calmed down a bit, so I'm going for a more natural finish these days with this. It does build up a bit, but it will not reach full coverage. I hate to break it to you. But like I said, it's not what it's marketed for, so it's not going to work like that. But I love this. I use it every day, whether I'm going to work or going out or running to the store or going out to dinner. It doesn't matter. This is what I'm using. Next up, I have a concealer that I'd like to talk about. I think I've mentioned this before on my blog. I'm not really sure, but it's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love this stuff. I use the shade Light 2.5 Creme Brulee. I am pretty much, I would say, fair skinned, light skinned. I don't really know. I do have a more olive undertone, so if that helps in any way, there's that tidbit of information for you. I know a lot of people struggle with creasing under eye areas. I will say this does crease on me, but every concealer creases on me, so I feel like I'm just never going to get away from that. I can bake, I can put as much powder as you want underneath my eyes. Doesn't matter. It's creasing. I've come to accept that, so it doesn't bother me that it creases. If someone has something, I'm not old, but I do have some wrinkles under my eyes, as I like to think we all do. But if you have a suggestion of a concealer that does not crease and you got wrinkles, let me know. The next product I want to talk about is by Marc Jacobs. It is the Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. The shade name is 34 Invisible. I think there's only one shade in this, and I think that's it. But for me, Invisible is what I'm looking for. I love this powder. I use it underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I cover up any areas that I've spot concealed that have a little extra tackiness to them that I want to set down. I also set my forehead with it because I get a lot of forehead creasing, wrinkling going on, and I'm not a fan. The next thing I'd like to talk about, the other things I've been using for quite a while. This one is new. It is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Warm Honey. This is great. I'm obsessed. I bought it 2 weeks ago and I've used it every day since. This is what it looks like. Ain't she a beaut? You've got the matte shade and the shimmer shade. It's not picking up the color exactly on camera, but I will swatch it for you. We've got the matte blush and then a shimmer blush. I'm not a particular fan of shimmery blushes, so I usually go in with the matte side, and then I take my brush and I put it in the shimmery side, and I do one little whoosh. But I'll swatch it for you. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see the shimmer, but you can definitely see the sheen in it. So it does make for a nice naturally glowing cheek area, which I think is really nice. I also really want to try the shimmer side on my eyes as an eyeshadow with some Fix Plus. You just wet the brush and just... I'm definitely going to try that. But I love this, and I want to buy them all. The next thing I want to talk about are these Becca Glow Silk Highlighter Drops in the shade Champagne Pop. Girl, these are great. You see this? You see this happening right here? That's this. I love this. I'm not someone who likes a metallic, bright, like blind you from space kind of highlighter. That's not me. I like a more natural glow from within, if you will. And this product will do that for you. I will show you what it looks like. It is pretty buildable, so it just comes in like a little dropper. I drop it directly onto my cheek and then I blend it out with my beauty blender. I won't completely, but I did put kind of a lot, so I'm gonna shear it out a bit so you can see what it would look like. Well, you can see what it looks like because it's on my face, but blend it out a little bit more. Oh, it's just great. It's so shiny. Obviously, that's not what my cheek, well, it kind of looks like that a little bit. But I love these, and shout out to Becca. Shout out to, like, old school Champagne Pop Jaclyn Hill collab, because that color is, yes please. I also put a little bit of the powder version of Champagne Pop over this. That's why this is a little extra. Love it. My next favorite for the month, and for, I think, life, because this is just fabulous, Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I love this palette, but I'm just speaking in general. I think they're great. They're super buttery, super blendable. The pigment is great. There's just nothing bad to say about it, except they're kind of pricey. I think this small palette of just 5 eyeshadows, I think was like $50, and I think the larger palettes that she has are at least $100 for sure. I have not bought anything bigger than this because that's quite a lot to spend on eyeshadow, but these are so good. I don't like to think that I would spend that much money on eyeshadow, but these are fantastic, and I just might. So there's that. Let me swatch them for you. This is the Camel palette. I also have another smaller one. I think it's just called the Nude palette, but I think this one's my favorite. So I've got all 5 shades swatched there. I know that this shiny one's a little hard to see, but that was just one dip in with all my fingers and a little whoosh, like. The only thing that I will say that might bother some people is that when you put the brush into the shadow, there is some kickback. That does not bother me. I know it does bother some people. I don't know why. So if that's going to turn you off to it, then that's fine. That just proves that the shadows are soft and blendable, though, so that's up to you. The second to last thing I want to talk about today is Huda Beauty's Liquid Matte Lipsticks. I love these with a passion. This particular shade is Wifey. I also have Trendsetter and something else. I can't remember what it's called, but I love them. They are really comfortable on the lips. They do dry down completely, but they're not uncomfortable. They don't get too dry. You know, your lips don't feel like crusty or anything like that. And the colors are beautiful. I'll show you this color. I can't find my other ones, so I'm sorry, but is Wifey. It's a pretty good nude. It does pull a little peachy on me, so it's not like a nude, as you would say, but a go-to color for me for sure. And the last thing I want to talk about today is actually a skincare item. It's a new moisturizer that I started using over the last probably month and a half, 2 months maybe. It is the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. And I love this. I love Drunk Elephant. I use their face wash, I use their serums, I use their moisturizers. Highly recommend. I love what their products have done for my skin. I love their packaging. I love the dispensing. I just think this is so cool. Are we ready? Are you ready? Now I have to use this. Obviously, I don't typically put it on my arm. I put it on my face. But it just feels so good, and it sinks in so well. I can't get enough of it. I use it at night. I use it in the morning. I use it when my skin's feeling dry. It's great for everything, and it's good for your skin. They have good ingredients. It's just great, and I love it. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. All of the products will be on my blog, linked down below in the description. Please make sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Please comment down below on things you'd like to see from me next, and I'll see you next time. Bye.